Hey guys, welcome back to Thrive on Roots with Charity. So today I'm going to take you guys through a little garden tour. It's going to be more of a garden tour, like update of what you guys see in the garden, but also me stringing up my potatoes possibly and doing a little bit of a harvest. So I have a bucket or basket right here, and inside of my basket is just some shears or some scissors and some twine because I think I'm going to need that for some of my plants today. But first, let's go and get like a status of all of my plants, and then we'll harvest, and then I'll probably need to like weed and put some more structure up for them. So let's go. All right, guys. So first up is my potato bed. Guys, my potato bed is looking crazy right now. Like, I don't know what happened. I mean, granted, I did kind of leave it for like 2 weeks, but it is really struggling. And I think something, I don't know if it's a disease or like what, but the leaves are just like toppled over here. And I guess I had mine stringed up last year and put in grow bags, but now that they're in this raised bed here, so I'll zoom out a little bit so that you guys can kind of see. But this is one of my raised beds, and I had potatoes all the way, and they just kind of like shoot, flew over. And I'm not really sure why, because I'm getting full sun throughout, so I guess they were just too heavy. So I think I may string these up. I'm also having like an issue with like insects, all on these, like especially ants. One of my ants, I feel like they broke the stems, and I had to just pull a a Yukon Gold potato out because it was just like rotting. Like this one is kind of rotting. So I'm gonna have to pull this one out as well. I'm gonna have to cut it and pull it out. But I'm gonna do that as the last thing that I do. But I don't know if they're telling me because it's dying back that it's almost ready to harvest. But I feel like that was really quick because I feel like I just put these in, which is crazy to me. But I don't know. That's the first bit. Alright guys, so I am done stringing up my potatoes. The reason why I strung up my potatoes is because I saw a lot of ant hills and they were really eating my vines. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to have purple sweet potatoes or any type of potatoes, to be honest. I'm definitely not going to have Yukon Gold because there was a row of Yukon Gold right here and they took them out. So I did sprinkle on some DE for the ants and the other kind of like insects or soft-shelled, hard-shelled body insects, but they were really eating the vines, as you can see. I think it may need some more nitrogen, so I'll give it some, but they were really eating the vines, so I'm not really sure why this is happening, but I mean, obviously I didn't take better care of them, but it's all right. I'm gonna see if they'll still survive, but I'm still gonna give you guys an update on the potatoes. But yeah, so I just strung them up with some twine here, and I have these older kind of like, I don't know what these things are called, but I just found them in Home Depot. I guess they're like little mini trellises, but I have like 7 of them that I used to use for cucumbers, but I end up using tomato trellises for my cucumbers because my cucumbers would get too big. But yeah, so this is what they look like. They're pretty much off the ground now. So guys, here's my second bed. And as you can see, like these flowers, these black-eyed Susans blew up. Like, that's like madness to me. They're so pretty. But they definitely vined all the way up here, guys. Like, up this trellis. So I think by the end of the season, which will probably be in October, zoom out a little bit, you guys will see that it'll probably cover the whole trellis. At least it'll go all the way around. So there wasn't much in this bed at all outside of the black-eyed Susans. And then I have my ginger plants. So there's like one right here. There's one right there. That one's still pretty small. There's one in the middle right here. But the black-eyed Susans are kind of intertwined with it. But there's one right here. So as you guys can see, they started off like this. I don't know why this one isn't growing as fast as this one. So I may have to dig it up a little bit. Maybe it's, I don't know, but we'll see. And then I have another, so I have 6 ginger plants in total. And then these big babies are my blue turmeric plants. As you can see, guys, they have gotten a little bit bigger. So this is usually what happens, and I have 3 of those. With my ginger of last year was that it started off growing really, really slow. I really think that ginger likes hot weather because it really thrives in hot weather. Like, it just takes off and gets massive. So I will update you guys probably monthly on what this looks like, because it grows really slowly, but then one minute it just pops off. So that's bed number 2. We're not harvesting anything from these beds right now. I did make an updated potato that my potatoes are growing on my Instagram and my YouTube page, so you guys can check those out. And Instagram is the same name, Thrive on Roots, so check me out on Instagram if you want. All right, guys, so bed number 4 is what I call my pepper bed. So everything that's in this bed are peppers, some type of variety of pepper. So let's see, I think these are I forgot what type of peppers these are, to be honest. I think I just planted some random peppers that my mom had gave me. So if anyone knows, because I forgot to label these as well, so it's all right. They're going to be eaten or dried out. And these 2 back here, as you can see, I have these, and then I have 2 pepper plants that I need to put some support on. But I got a little baby bell pepper, several little baby bell peppers on this one. And then in the middle, I have 2 poblano plants. So here's a poblano pepper right here. There's several in this one, ones that are growing. So the plants are taking off. They're doing good. The peppers, at least. And then this one is a jalapeno. So as you guys can see, I have several jalapenos on this pepper plant. And that one back there as well. In my camera so you guys can see all the loveliness of the peppers. Let's see. I also have a bunch of serranos here as well that are growing. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of serrano peppers. And I think in the back I have chili peppers. And then this side on the right, or on the left, excuse me, I have bell peppers. And these are growing pretty nicely. So I have a baby bell one right here. And then I have these 2 massive bell peppers that we're actually going to harvest today. So, oh, actually, no, I have 3. I guess I missed this one on this side. But as you guys can see, kind of bring the camera down a little bit. So I got 1 pepper right here. And then I have 2 right here. So these are a really good size. So I am going to harvest those today. So let's grab those. Do a little snippety snip. It's a big baby right here. This is going to go nicely, guys. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's move on. Alright guys, so I apologize now for my yard. My husband is supposed to cut the grass today. We're a little bit late on it, but these beds were supposed to be my cucamelon beds, but they didn't really grow. Like, there's a few, not like they did last year. I guess they don't really like these type of containers, but they grew really well in my raised beds. But so I threw some watermelon in here, and they've sprouted, you know. They've done some little thing, but nothing too crazy. Let me bring this back in here. And this is the other bed. So they have some nice little flowers on them. I may or may not get a watermelon. Who knows? It looks like I have one right here. It's just on the ground. Poor thing. Me and this grass, Lord. And these vines. So As you guys can see, there's a baby watermelon there. So I may get a watermelon. I'm going to actually throw this one in the bed a little bit more so it can stay there. So I may cut off the other vines and just really concentrate on just growing that one baby watermelon. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this trellis was supposed to be for the cucamelons, but I guess I'm not going to have any this year because I'm not going to put them in the raised bed. But on to next year. Alright guys, so this is bed number 3. It was supposed to be like a wildflower slash pollinator type bed, and some things came up and some things didn't, and of course I need to kind of weed the little edges because these nasty weeds are coming up. But I'll tell you what's kind of growing right now is this marshmallow root. I have 3 plants of marshmallow root, and then I planted some blue beans, some borage. The borage is definitely coming up, and I think that's supposed to be a zinnia back there or a cosmo, but everything else in the front here did not come up at all, so that's kind of sad. But maybe next month it'll, well, it looks like the borage is about to start having some flowers, so that's really nice. And this borage is really pretty. It gives off like an iridescent purple bluish color flowers, and they're really pretty. Okay, so this is an experimental bed. Last year we had bushes right here in front of our AC unit, and because of the frost it like died, and so we had ripped that up. And I told my husband I want to turn this into my own like kind of sunflower garden, but then the rabbits ate my mammoth sunflowers, so only a few, not the mammoth ones, but I have a variety of sunflowers in here and a bunch of weeds, as you can see. So today's job is to get the weeds out, put the mulch back on, and it should look a lot cleaner. And that's probably like going to be a later today activity because it's already getting hot in Nashville in the morning. Ain't nobody got time for that. Be sweating out here. But yeah, so the sunflowers are coming up. They're getting pretty big, and hopefully we'll have flowers soon. So I'll show you guys that. Probably post pictures on my Instagram, but as of right now, it is a little bed of weeds. Alright guys, so last year I grew tomatoes and cucumbers and zucchini in my beds, and so this year I kind of wanted to like rotate my crops, so I am planting them in containers this year, which has been, not very satisfying because I feel like everything grows better in the ground or in raised beds that has access to the ground. Me and pots I just don't be feeling it, but it's okay. It's all right. But this is supposed to be a paprika pepper plant. There's 2 in here, and I kind of just wanted to grow these just to see if I get paprika pepper so that I can make paprika powder for my seasoning. So on this side, guys, we have kind of like a cherry tomato situation going on here with a bunch of basil. I actually need to it's about to sprout and plant these. So I don't want these to bolt, or they're kind of bolting, but I don't want these to go away just yet, so I'm going to pinch the tops off of these basil plants. But I do need to harvest these basil, or at least some of it. I think I'm going to dry it out and put it in some containers. And then on this side, guys, I have some cucumbers. So we have 2 that we need to harvest right here. I do have 2 cucumber plants, and there's one over there too. And I think these are like telegraph cucumbers. So this one is just, I don't know what the situation with this one is, but we're just going to harvest that one too because it looks weird. And yeah. And then we have our other tomato plant. See, this one is a lot larger than the other one. So I'm not really sure what its deal is, but it's growing. It's fine. And then last but not least, I have a loofah plant. I planted 2 of them, but one of them died. So, because it was stringing up here. But honestly, guys, it just keeps growing and growing and growing. So it hasn't really produced any loofahs or any flowers. So I don't really know if this is really, I got like fake seeds or like what's going on here. But I'm just letting it grow and just seeing. But we shall see. If I have any loofah, you guys will be the first to know for sure. Alright guys, so One thing about me, I'm only gonna harvest what I'm actually gonna eat that day. So this is what I harvested, was 3 peppers and 2 cucumbers. Oh shit, my basket broke. That sucks. I'll fix that. But anyways, I am going, guys, this is crazy. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. And I think it's already like up to 90 degrees in Nashville right now. Like it's hot. It's hot. So I think I'm still gonna string up the potatoes real quick. But this weeding is probably going to happen in the evening today because I need the sun to go down. It's too hot for this. But yeah, I am gonna weed the beds and stuff, but I think that's it for today. And yeah, I'll come back later and let you guys know and let you guys kind of like see how I string up the potatoes and putting some more support on my one of my bell peppers here in the back, and then probably cleaning up some of the raised beds that's here. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and come back for more content. I hope that you enjoyed this content. If you guys have any questions about what I use in my garden as far as like fertilizer, how I got my bed started, or anything like that, but other than that, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.